I trust. I trust SimplyNature.
Hi everyone, welcome again to SimplyNature Live. Today we're going to talk about the very important topic that's on everybody's mind, which is COVID-19. You know, we've been with the pandemic for almost 1 year plus now. And in Philippines, we've been going into repeated lockdowns from GCQ to EGCQ to ECQ to MECQ, and there's so many CQs, right? So it's been almost a year and a half, and things have not really gotten better, right? The vaccines, I'm so glad everybody's starting to do vaccination. But again, even the vaccines all over the world, vaccination has proven that even nurses and doctors who have been vaccinated can catch COVID-19. And we all know that the vaccinations only last about a year, and you really have to get vaccinated again. So what does this mean? What does this mean for everybody? What's the real way to treat or prevent or to protect yourself from COVID-19? I think the more important question to ask is, how are we going to live with COVID-19? It seems that COVID-19 is not going to go away. It's going to mutate. There are always new strains. We'll have to take new vaccines every year. Maybe it'll end up being a regular annual flu shot. We'll have an annual COVID-19 shot. So what are the ways we can treat COVID-19? So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So if that's interesting to you or a loved one, quickly share this video, and also invite anyone who is free right now to listen in. I'll cover it very quickly. It'll just be about a 10-minute talk. And after that, I promise you have a much clearer picture on what to do for COVID-19. Okay, before I continue, just want to let everybody know we invite doctors like Dr. Johnson to hold health talks with us. So do search us, and you'll find the health talks on different topics from cancer to COVID-19. Now let's go straight on to COVID-19. So is vitamin C the cure-all or the first place you go for COVID-19? The answer is yes and no. Vitamin C is a fantastic supplement. We take it in general for everything, right? It's something really good. It's an antioxidant. It does feed your immune system and help you strengthen your immune system. But specifically for COVID-19, we've got to understand what is COVID-19, what is its danger, so that we know how to treat it. I just had a talk yesterday because I had a taping with Dr. Johnson, and we were talking about COVID-19. Dr. Johnson got his vaccination already. He's vaccinated because he's on the front line. But yet both of us were very confident. We were not fearful about COVID-19, even if our family member or ourselves become positive, although we have not been positive because we've been taking lots and lots of PIPA tablets, all right? Now, where is our confidence from, even though new strains keep coming up? The confidence comes from the fact that COVID-19 doesn't kill you. It's the comorbidities that kill you. That means it's the complications that come from COVID-19 that kills you.
Hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, kidney disease, diabetes, obesity, cancer. Do you want an answer to these diseases? Simply consult now.
To all our listeners out there today, I would like us to take a look at the statistics to understand what's happening. You know, in Philippines, we have many people dying, but I want to let you know, even in Singapore, we have 60 over 1,000, almost 70,000 positive cases. I know that's small compared to Philippines, but here's the more shocking news, right? There's only 30 people who died. Yes, out of 60,000, only 30 people, and the 30, a lot of them are old folks. That means people who are already old. In Taiwan, they are having their second wave, really, and they are going for their very first lockdown. And the cases are, again, not as serious as Philippines. They are seeing things like 500 new COVID positives every day. And I'm speaking, this video is, right, that is like less people than people dying from traffic accidents every month. So what does this tell us? This tells us that actually, if you can treat COVID-19 patients quickly, you avoid going into complications, and most of us, according to the statistics, you know, it's only 0.4% lethal for those who are healthy. So actually, almost everyone can recover from COVID-19 if you manage your infection. That means the moment you become COVID-19 positive, you manage it well and it doesn't become serious. In Philippines and in countries like India, there are so many people dying from COVID-19 because they are not able to get the very basic treatment. And the basic treatment for COVID-19 is nothing to kill the COVID-19 virus. You know, there is so much hype out there. I know there is even everybody's clamoring for a particular drug, all right, that is used in veterinary sciences that they believe can kill the virus. But the COVID-19 virus is like the flu virus, you know, it keeps mutating. But here again, the important thing is that when you are COVID-19 positive, there's no actual treatment for you. All right, why? Because there's no antivirals. We have antibiotics for bacteria, but no antivirals. So what do? We basically give the COVID-19 patients water, rest, and care, right? And treat their symptoms quickly. Symptoms that come from a weakened immune system. So like you start to get flu, you start to get inflammation in your body. If you can treat that quickly, your COVID-19 stays under control and you will recover well and everything will be fine. And the evidence of that is whenever a country's medical system, that means the hospitals and the clinics, are not overrun. In countries like Singapore, where we have so many hospitals, it's same as Taiwan, where the government is very ready with all the emergency beds and everything, there's so little people who actually die from COVID-19. Why? Because they manage to get the care, the basic care that they need. Now here in Philippines, it's challenging because we don't have enough hospitals, same as India. And if you don't get your basic things, basic care to manage your inflammation and then the early complications, then it becomes a serious illness. So really, COVID-19, if we can be able to treat the comorbidities, you will do well, all right? You'll do well. So how do we do that? The good news is that we can do that with SimplyNature PIPA protocols, all right? Now, if you heard our other live shows, you will know our testimonies. We have stage 4 cancer patients, like lung cancer patients, who are bedridden, right? They're bedridden, they can't even sit up. They take the SimplyNature PIPA liquid, and like in 3 days, they're able to sit up, and in a week, they're able to be walking around. Now, think about it to all our listeners out there. If you kill the cancer tumor, it doesn't mean that the patient can get up and walk around. So what's happening when a cancer patient takes the SimplyNature PIPA liquid is that it's more than just attacking the cancer tumor. Our SimplyNature PEPA products, like our liquid, our tablets, actually fuel your body's systems, and it's also a gene activator. It doesn't just activate the genes to treat cancer patients. I don't have cancer, and I've been taking SimplyNature PEPA tablets for the last, almost, is it 20 years? Yeah, about 20 years. I've been taking it for 20 years. I'm 47 years old this year, so I take it for anti-aging, all right, and to keep myself healthy. So what happens when you take SimplyNature PEPA tablets? All right, what happens is that the genes for your immune system, and it controls inflammation. Inflammation is the problem with COVID-19. Vitamin C does not handle inflammation directly the same way as our SimplyNature PEPA tablets, right? It activates the pathways that control your inflammation. So what happens when you take the PEPA tablets is that your immune system is activated, your anti-inflammatory systems are activated, right? Your metabolic pathways are also managed. That means it helps to manage your blood sugar and your blood cholesterol. All these are the things that make COVID-19 lethal, right? If your inflammation is under control, if your blood sugar is being managed.
Hello mga ka-SimplyNature! Please follow our social media accounts, our Facebook page, SimplyNature International, our IG account, SimplyNature Inc., and of course, our YouTube channel, SimplyNature. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for more updates.
Your blood cholesterol is being managed, right? Your immune system is activated. If all these things happen, then all you need to do is take PEPA tablets, drink water, rest well, have good air, clean food, right, in a nice environment in your home, and you will get well. Because honestly, if you have mild symptoms, that's exactly the same treatment that the hospital will give you. If you would like to find out more about that, simply search our health talk together with Dr. Johnson, where he talks about COVID-19. So that's the actual treatment a COVID-19 patient gets when they go to the hospital. But of course, if you start to run a little bit of flu and you don't have, and you just take paracetamol, that doesn't control your inflammation, that doesn't help with your blood sugar, your metabolic pathways, it doesn't help with controlling your alveolar infiltration, that means formation of infection of your lungs, and also mucus forming in your lungs. It doesn't do all that. Neither does vitamin C. But SimplyNature PEPA tablets actually does all that. It kickstarts all your body's pathways to manage exactly these things: immune system, inflammation response, metabolic pathways, and the last one, cell delineation. That's good for anti-aging and cancer patients, right? Okay, I hope you understand why you need to take SimplyNature PEPA tablets if you want to stay healthy and get well in a COVID-19 environment. Now, we have very good news. I was just speaking to our distributors from all over the world, and in another Asian country, right, they are having great results treating very serious COVID-19 patients with our liquid PEPAs. Now, in the same here in Philippines, we have doctors here who actually use SimplyNature liquid to treat patients with severe COVID-19 complications. Again, why does that work? Again, because when a patient is near death from COVID-19, they are actually not dying from COVID-19. They are actually dying from pneumonia, lung infection, and all that. So again, when we spoke the testimony about a cancer patient being bedridden, right, and then taking our product less than a week, they get strong enough to walk around with assistance, of course. That means the body gets stronger. Now, when you fight a disease like COVID-19, you need to get your body stronger. It's not like trying to find a drug to kill the COVID-19 virus. No, once the virus is in you, it starts to do its damage to the other systems. All you need to do is really strengthen your body, and you will get well. Right? Basically, the treatment of COVID-19 is a treatment of the symptoms from the complications. Okay, so I hope everybody is clear. I want to bring good news. The good news is, if in Philippines, for example, you want to get into a hospital or clinic, all right, and you can't because it's overwhelmed. Okay, first thing you do is drink lots of water, right? Rest up well, and then you've got to do supplementation, right? You got to do supplementation because you can't take antibiotics. It's not going to help, all right? You got to take supplementation to make sure you kickstart your system is fully nourished. You're strengthening yourself. Just like when you have a cold, right? The old remedy is to give you chicken soup. Maybe in Philippines it's malunggay soup, right? So that's the thing that you really need to do if you become COVID positive. You need to drink malunggay soup. You need to cook tinola with lots of malunggay, right? You put malunggay in tinola, right? Yeah, so you got to eat your mongo and all that. Eat healthy, right? And that will help you fight off the complications that will come, right? You need to lower your inflammation. So when you are COVID-19 positive, it's not the time to eat mang inasal and barbecue pork and all that. You got to make sure your intake of food is low in inflammation. Okay, so take SimplyNature Pipa tablets. If you need a consult, you can look for us, right? You can message us and we can arrange for you online consults with Simply Consult. For example, Dr. Johnson will be able to consult with you in case you cannot have access to a hospital or a clinic, right? You still need medical observation and advice. And then just to assure everybody, I want everybody to raise your right hand right now, put it on your chest and go, all right? Okay, as long as you are mild or mild cases or less than mild, asymptomatic, if you're COVID-19 positive, it's all about taking care of yourself. Lower your inflammation, and again, vitamin C is not going to do that for you. Lowering your inflammation is really a lot of phytonutrients. So take your vegetables, eat your SimplyNature Pipa tablets, and that's going to help you get strong and recover, preventing you from being serious, moving on to become a serious COVID-19 patient. Now, if you're a serious COVID-19 patient, you have serious complications, I want you to give us a call and then get a consult so that you can get a doctor who will then give you a protocol. He probably prescribe you the SimplyNature Pipa liquid and of course some lifestyle dietary. What's the best diet? What's the best thing to take? And if you're a serious COVID-19 patient who cannot access the hospital. All right. Again, this is something very useful to know because all the ICUs could be full. You know, in our Bible study groups, we get phone calls to let us know that someone needs to get into the hospital, but the ICU beds are full. They need to do a COVID-19 swab test, but they don't have access. And so many stories coming out from the ground where you can't get access to medical. So I'm giving this SimplyNature Live program today. The pandemic seems to not be going away, and hospitals seems to be getting overloaded. So I just want to put it out there, steps that you can take. All right, give us a call. Can arrange for an online consult. Start taking the tablets. All right, as your food supplement. All right, to straight away help with the inflammation, activate the immune system. And that will get you there. That will get you there if you're just mild. If you're serious, then you probably have to move on to our stronger products, but let the doctor be the one to advise you, okay? Or you can always call us, and on our helpline, we have our healthcare specialists like the beautiful Miss Laila. She will also be able to advise you, okay? She'll be able to advise you. So I hope that is useful tip today on COVID-19. And with that, we'll go for a break.
They trust Simply Nature.
Hi guys! Well, right now I just want to share with you we have great deals. Just click on the buy options, the shopping cart on the screen right now, and we have great deals for you. So what my recommendation to you, if you want to get healthy, if you're fighting whatever illness it is, our entire product range is foundational, okay? Which means it's the basic thing. You start with this first. And then you add other things if you are not getting well fast enough, okay? So what do we start off with? We always start off with cleanse, all right? Why? Because before you even put the precious Simply Nature Pipa tablets or our even more precious extracts, you gotta make sure that your colon, your stomach, your lower intestines and everything is cleared so that you can absorb all the wonderful gene activators and nutrients found in our products. Or else, sayang diba, you buy the thing you eat and it doesn't get absorbed. Okay, and also, cleanse is actually dietary fiber. So it's not a laxative, all right? It is dietary fiber, so it will help you move your motions very healthily and naturally. And this is so important, right? Because if you feel that you have a bad mood, you're getting grouchy or even feeling depressed, that could be because of constipation. A lot of people don't realize that there is a direct connection between your brain and your GI, right? So all mental disorders, even something as mild as depression, often starts with constipation. Okay, and that could explain to you why your family member is cranky, because they are constipated. Okay, so start by using cleanse. It will gently help you clean out. You will feel light. It works in 8 hours. So just take cleanse on the night before. 8 hours later in the morning, you go to the CR. Success. You feel very light. You feel very happy. Okay, and you feel this lightness throughout the day. So start with that. Next, your next staple that I want to introduce is to take the Simply Nature Pipa tablets. Just take the Simply Nature Pipa tablets. All right, these are micro tablets. I've been taking it for the last 20 years, and I'm healthy. I'm 47 years old. So one of the first benefits I want to share with you is that it's anti-aging. Okay, it's anti-aging. Now it's great to maintain your blood cholesterol, your blood sugar. So for diabetics out there, for those with blood cholesterol, cardiovascular issues, this should be the product that you take to maintain and to keep a healthy heart and blood sugar level. And for the rest of us, this is what you take so that you will not develop diabetes or have heart problems. In fact, we're going to have a video very soon from one of our physical trainers. He's actually like a bodybuilder. His mom is a cancer patient who's taking our products. And I had a conversation with him. I told him that, do you know if you take the Pipa tablets, you will find that your physical performance will actually improve, your endurance, when you next go to the gym. He tried it and it's absolutely true. He realized he could do more, he could pump more, and his recovery rate is much faster. So this is basically a superfood to give you the health, anti-aging, and to maintain metabolic syndromes. I mean, your high blood cholesterol, hypertension, diabetes, all that is in this one simple but very powerful product. All right. Next, I want to share is the extracts, the powder and the liquid. These are definitely what our cancer patients are using, all right, to activate. These are powerful gene activators. They activate the immune system, they activate the anti-inflammatory system, right? They activate all your metabolic systems as well. And it also really is a liver and kidney aid. In fact, we have so many patients who are close to renal failure or actually have renal failure. I just had a talk with Dr. Johnson yesterday, and he was just sharing with me. He has a kidney patient who was able to put off dialysis for 1 year because he was on Simply Nature Pipa powder. And then they tried something else, and then it didn't work. And in fact, when they changed the protocol, it caused them to have to go for dialysis. Now the patient is back to using Simply Nature Pipa products. And when the patient went to the dialysis center, when he was queuing up, all the other dialysis patients were shocked because the patient could still urine and they were still energetic. And remarks from the other kidney failure patients were saying, huh, you can still go to the CR and wee, you can still do that. So that goes to show you our products are incredible liver and kidney aids. All right, so it's not for cancer patients, they take this. You can always call us. We have specialists like the beautiful Miss Lila. You'll catch her on our programs. We'll be able to answer your questions. So with that, try our products, make a difference to your life. Stay young, stay healthy. I trust SimplyNature.